Welcome everybody back to the channel. As you can see here, we are playing Assassin's Creed Unity. Now, I've had some trouble setting up this game because I don't know why, but you have to do a bunch of stuff to make it work, and then a bunch of stuff to make it record. It's not necessarily to make it work, it's to fix all the graphical errors that you're going to get. So things not rendering in, they just don't render in at all. From my understanding, it's because they have too big of a NPC population, people wandering the streets and whatnot, and it just needs... Now my computer should be good enough to run this game regardless, but for some reason it still does what it does, so you have to fix all the errors and whatnot. And then it doesn't actually let you restart the story, so then you have to go in to the files and delete your save games out of the actual Ubisoft folder. So you have to figure out where that is and how to get there and blah 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 blah. But regardless, I think that we got it working. I played a little bit when this game first came out, and a little bit recently because I had to test it over and over and over to make sure that it was working and recording correctly. But anyways, when it first came out, it was so buggy. It would give you big squares on the screen and things like that. It was so shuttery, like it was almost like you were running at 2 frames for every second. I don't know, where it was like a slideshow almost, and it was just a mess. And so it's gained some popularity recently just because it was free. And who doesn't like that? Anyways, they were selling a couple of them, and so that's nice. But it is the next game in the line of games for the series, so it's what we will be playing now. I hope you enjoy. I hope that I enjoy. And yeah, let's get started.
Is not lost. The past lives inside us. Encoded in the double helix are the experiences of our ancestors. After 3 decades of research, our engineers have forged the cutting edge of biotechnological interfaces. We have unlocked the lives of our forebears. We have opened a window into the past. This is Total Immersion Entertainment. With the press of a button, you will experience the most pivotal moments in history, all from the comfort of home. Welcome to Helix, where the past is your playground.
Okay, so what I got out of this whole thing while I was testing and retesting and watching all these cutscenes and getting to this menu 100 times is that Helix here is a part of Abstergo. They're like some sort of I don't know, sister company or sub company or something like that, and basically they have mass produced some sort of Animus type thing, and we are viewing these memories as ourselves. So these are the memories that Helix allows you to revisit, is kind of what I'm thinking. So this first one here, we get to see what happened to Mr. Mole. Let's get into it.
Last of the heroic Knights Templar, Jacques de Molay was a man of principle, a towering intellect, betrayed by those he trusted. In this episode of Fallen Heroes, experience Jacques de Molay's final tragic hours through the eyes of one of his closest friends and advisors.
Paris, France, 13th of October, 1307.
Who goes there?
A friend of the temple.
Floirac. The Council's message was absolute. You're not welcome here.
I must speak with the Grand Master.
He's in session. They all are. Another day, perhaps.
King Philip disagrees.
Damn you, man. Why you're not rotting in a cell at this moment, I cannot fathom.
We are betrayed! Draw your swords, men! Defend the temple! Not you, brother. I have a different task for you. Come with me.
Jacques de Molay was born between 1245 and 1250. Now that's a long labor. He was born, no doubt, in Molay, Haute-Saône. He was received into the order of the Templars at the Beaune House in 1265. After the fall of Acre, a general chapter meeting of the order met in Cyprus in September 1291. He was elected Grand Master on April 20th, 1292, and led the Templars to the height of power. Under his influence, the course of European history would change for the better. In 1307, Philip IV of France and Pope Clement V concocted a scheme to destroy the Templar Order. King Philip, deep in debt with the order, drummed up largely unsubstantiated charges of heresy and blasphemy against de Molay and his followers. On October 13, coordinated raids ended with the arrest of nearly every Templar in France. On May 2nd, 1312, the Pope officially dissolved the order and gifted all of its assets to the Knights Hospitaller. In March of 1314, Jacques de Molay was burned at the stake. With him died one of the great civilizing forces of Western Europe. In 2001, researchers at the Vatican's secret archives uncovered a document written in 1308 by Pope Clement which absolved Jacques de Molay of all charges. How the parchment was lost remains a mystery, though I think we can agree it didn't lose itself.
King Philip's moving faster than we expected.
Another hand is at work here.
The Pope?
The assassins.
Assassins? I thought the Mongol Khans broke their power decades ago.
The assassins are far older than Masyaf, my friend. Their anarchic delusions are virulent as the plague, less easily eradicated. We will not prevail this night, but if you make haste, we may yet save our order.
What must I do?
Go to the tower. Take the sword and the book. Hide them. They must not fall into the assassins' hands.
Grandmaster, I
Go!
will.
Persecution of the Templars under Philip the Fair. When Philip IV of France, known as Philip the Fair, came to the throne in October 1285, he was determined to reorganize the kingdom's finances. The crown of France was in substantial debt to the Order of the Knights Templar, which had become an order of rich bankers. In order to seize its fortunes and destroy its political importance, Philip the Fair decreed the order dissolved. He promptly arrested all the Templars in France and urged other European sovereigns to follow suit. Arrested in Paris, 138 Templars faced the accusations of Guillaume Imbert de Paris, head of the Acquisition in France. Among other blasphemers, the Templars were accused of worshipping an odd idol, Baphomet. Legend has it that at his execution, Jacques de Molay placed a deadly curse on his accusers. Pope Clement, Xavier Guillaume de Nogaret, King Philip, I summon you to the tribunal of heaven before the year is out. Curse you! Curse you! Curse you all until the 13th generation of your progeny. I'm totally using that the next time I'm thrown out of a local pub. Escu de Floirac, a co-prior of the Covenant of Montefalcon. Escu had been imprisoned at the same time as a renegade Templar. Escu and this unnamed Templar confided in each other, whereupon the Templar allegedly revealed a great many vices and misdeeds within the order. Upon the strength of this evidence, the Order of the Poor Knights of the Temple of Solomon, the Knights Templar, were rounded up and destroyed.
Hold the bridge! Hold! Dad! I have to take a different way. Sweetie!
Tower! They've breached the tower! They've taken the...
Pope Clement, hear me? Before this year is out, you will answer for your crimes before God Almighty! And you, King Philip, no punishment is too heinous for the great evil you have inflicted upon the temple! I curse you! Curse you to the 13th generation of your blood! You shall be cursed!
Consumed in flames of hunger and wrath, thus came the age of true wisdom to a blistering close. The Knights Templar, once the proud shepherds of order, peace, and illumination, were no more.
Yeah, let's get a sniffer running. If Abstergo pings us, pull me out. Okay. I have a visual. Hey there. This is probably disorienting, so I'll be brief. I'm Bishop, not my real name, obviously, but that's as much as you'll get today. Please listen carefully. Abstergo is using you, hijacking your neurons to help them sift through genetic memory data. These guys have their fingers in countless corporations, governments, media outlets, and NGOs. But now, they want control over history itself. If that doesn't frighten you, it should. But we're here to stop them, and I need your help. Deacon, preload gene sequence AD16, B13, I87.
Yep, spooling it up.
Last week, we gained access to a bank of unsequenced memories in Abstergo's Helix servers. For now, we'd like you to experience a small sample. This should help you understand our struggle. And after that, you can decide for yourself what comes next. We'll be waiting.
Arno.
Can't I go with you, Father?
Courage, my boy. You wait just here. I will return when this hand reaches the top.
That's forever.
Not as long as all that. And when I get back, we'll see the fireworks. And Arno, no exploring, hmm?
Yes, Father.
Palais de Versailles. Originally a hunting lodge built for Louis XIII, the Palace of Versailles was expanded into one of the largest palaces in the world and the seat of the French monarchy. Under the reign of his successor, Louis XIV, the royal family abandoned the palace for the Tuileries in Paris at the outset of the French Revolution. After the king's arrest, Versailles, along with all royal possessions, was confiscated and sealed. The furnishings were sold at auction in 1793, and in 1794 it was turned into a museum. Odd, though, they got rid of everything in it and then turned it into a museum. What were people supposed to look at? Small signs saying, "A fancy chair used to be here." Despite the various renovations, empires, and revolutions that followed, Versailles would never again be a center of political power.
You'd rather sit with that old prune? Come on. This way.
Il doit chercher à impressionner une fille.
Garde, attrapez-les. You're gonna get such a thrashing.
Quickly, quickly. Allez. Bet you can't steal one.
Thief! Put that back! Damn it! The hell's going on?
Hurry, through here. Did you see their faces when we stole those apples? I'm Arno. Elise. I'm here with my father. So am I. He has important business with the king. What should we do now? Shh. Listen. Don't worry, they'll never think to look for us in here. It was my fault. I'm the one who took the apple. Let's see where they're going. They're getting away.
Monsieur Franklin, I sincerely hope this unfortunate affair does not darken your opinion of our nation.
Monsieur, if we judge nations by the character of the
Elise.
criminal,
Father?
we should all be called.
Come here, girls. Now.
Father?
Come away, boy.
Arno. Arno. Look at me.
Can't win fairly at cards, so you stoop to thieving, you bastard!
Calm down, Victor. I've only come for my watch.
It's my watch. I want it fairly.
Well, in a just world, Victor, I would agree with you, but this is not a just world. This is France.
You're a dead man.
Oh, step lightly there. You'll hurt yourself. I just had a nice chat with your brother.
You go. Fetch the marshals.
Hold on a minute. Diable.
I've got it, Victor. I won't let him get it.
I say.
Sorry.
Quel malappris!
Pardon, madam. Gentlemen, please, we can come to an understanding. Please, excuse him, he's not housebroken. I'll kill you! Thick-headed blacksmith like you probably can't even read or watch.
Come over here and say that!
No.
Get back here! Over there! Emparez-vous de lui!
Keeping up? Shall I pull a break?
Get in my way!
I'll stop you when you
Arno Victor Dorian, born to Charles and Marie Dorian in 1768, Arno appears to have spent most of his early childhood traveling around Europe and North Africa with his father, his mother having left after what was described as a philosophical difference. A philosophical difference here can be taken to mean found out her husband killed people for political reasons. I imagine she was very keen to consciously uncouple from that guy as quickly as possible. Arno drops out of the historical record until the mid-1780s, when his name comes up in several dispatches from the Marshalsea in and around Versailles. Fragmented records identify him as a prisoner in the Bastille in 1789, but he was not among the prisoners liberated when the fortress was stormed. The only other direct reference to an Arno Dorian are in the journals of Napoleon, in the entries dated August 1792, October 1795, and May 1808. I'm still working to dig up more details on Arno's relationship with Napoleon. Suffice it to say, they had an interesting friendship, in the way that a philosophical difference can be interesting. François de la Serre. Little information about François de la Serre survives. A minor nobleman, he kept an estate in Versailles and a smaller house in Paris, and was known to be a close confidant of the king and of Mirabeau. His wife Julie died sometime around 1777, and de la Serre was left to raise his daughter Elise on his own.
l'embonpoint encore.
C'est une tradition dépassée, vieillotte. Comprenons bien.
Serait-ce une espèce de...
And where in God's name have you been?
Ha! Got you now, you little shit!
Just a little misunderstanding. Nothing to...
Your master's harboring a common criminal. In broad daylight, he broke into my home and stole my watch.
Did he indeed? Well, I'm sure the Marshalsea would be more than willing to sort this out.
Sort what out, Olivier?
A most serious accusation against your ward, sir.
He robbed me.
Of what, precisely? Wait for me in my library.
Don't give me that look. Victor cheats when he plays Pharaoh. Everyone knows it.
Arno? Who are you talking to?
No one, monsieur.
You'll be happy to learn I persuaded Olivier to leave off calling the Marshalsea. Again.
Je vous remercie, monsieur.
What is this? The 6th time? The 7th? Perhaps a new hobby might be better for your health.
Well, I find playing cards affords many opportunities for fresh air and exercise.
We'll talk about this later. I have business in town and must collect Elise before I can attend to it.
Elise is here?
Only for the night. She returns to Paris first thing tomorrow.
She'll need an escort. Won't she with you so preoccupied?
One of you running amok is quite enough. Remain here and see if Olivier has any chores for you.
Sure he does.
What was that?
Give my regards to Elise.
Well, there we have it, everybody. Done with episode 1. Interesting. Very interesting. As we know from the last game, Shay Cormac killed poor Arno's dead. And we'll have to see how that all plays out. But for now, we'll end the episode. Thank you so much for watching, coming around. And please do like, comment, subscribe. If you didn't like it, give it a dislike. Tell me why I didn't like it. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.